Integers. So we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting integers. Well, really adding integers, because subtracting is more adding the opposite. Okay, so let's have a look. So addition and subtraction. So if the signs are the same, for example, 3 plus 7, that's 10. Okay. What about negative 2 minus 5? Think of an example like you owe $2 to one person, you owe $5 to somebody else, so altogether you owe $7. All right? Or you can think of it in terms of temperature. Like the temperature is minus 2 degrees outside, and then it drops down 5 degrees. We expect it to be minus 7. Okay? Minus 12, minus 4. If you're 12 steps below ground and you walk 4 steps down further, we expect to be negative 16 steps below the ground. Okay? So what we're going to do, notice what we've done. The 3 plus 7 we just added, we got 10. The 2 and 5, to get 7, we just add the 2 and the 5, we get 7, and keep the negatives, right? 4 and 12. 12 and 4, you get 16, and we kept the negatives. So what we do is we add the numbers, and I put that in quotations, because what we're doing is we're not really adding the integers. We've kind of ignored the signs. So we're just adding the 2 and the 5, and we get 7. And then we keep the sign. Okay, so we add the numbers to keep the sign. All right, what happens when the signs are different? How about 7 take away 3? Well, that's just 4, right? And what about negative 2 plus 5? Okay, like for example, you owe $2 and you have $5 in your pocket, right? So you take you rip $2 off of that. Let's say you haven't changed, right? So you take the $2, you give it to the person you owe. Well, what do you have left? $3, okay? Or it's negative 2 degrees out and the temperature goes up 5 steps, right? So you're up to 3. Okay? Or you're 2 steps below ground and you walk up 5 steps. You're on the 3rd step above the ground. All right? Let's look at another example. 2 minus 8. You have $2, but you owe $8. All right? So you pay off the $2, you still owe $6. Or you owe $8 to one person, yet you have $3 in your pocket. So you pay off the $3 and you still owe $5. Or you're 8 steps below ground and you walk up 3 steps, you're still 5 steps below the ground. Okay? Now, let's see if we can see a pattern here. 7 and 3, 4. Okay, well, we just subtracted because it's 7 take away 3. That's not a problem. But 2 and 5 to get 3. It's like we did 5 take away 2. Well, that's okay. That makes sense. It's like 5 take 5. We have minus 2, but it's in front of the 5. It's just like we've switched the order. Well, how about here? 2 and minus 8. So 2 and 8 to get 6. What did we do? Well, we did the 8 take away 2. So in each case, I'm ignoring the signs. I take the larger number, take away the smaller one. 7 take away 3. 5 take away 2 is 3. 8 take away 2 is 6. 8 take away 3 is 5. Okay? And then, let's see how we get the sign. 7 is bigger than 3, and 7 is positive, and we get a positive result. 5 is bigger than 2. 5 is positive, we got a positive result. 8 is bigger than 2. The 8 is negative, we got a negative result. The 8's bigger than 3, the 8's negative, we got a negative result. So what happens is a little tug of war between the negatives and the positives, and the bigger one's going to win. Okay, and I mean bigger in quotes because, we're the bigger number because we're ignoring the signs again. Okay, we're just saying what's bigger, 2 or 8. We're not saying what's bigger, 2 or negative 8, because 2 is bigger than negative 8, right? It's more positive, so it's higher. But we're looking at which is further away from 0. Is 2 further away from 0 or is negative 8 further? Well, negative 8's further. Okay? So negative 8 is more negative than 2 is positive. So in the tug of war between 2 and negative 8, the negative 8 is going to win. The negative's going to win, so the result's going to be negative. Okay? So that's all you have to do. Just figure out which one is bigger, 2 or 8, and 8's bigger, 8's negative. Okay? And this is what we do when the signs are different. So when the signs are different, we subtract the numbers, like ignoring the signs, subtract the numbers, keep the sign of the largest. And that's it. Have a good day.